Uravan, awesome place. I'm proud I was born there.
A lot of gold was being found on the San Miguel River at that time. The Utes had their home there for years, for a long time. And then radium came in to be valuable. When radium went bust, United States Vanadium Corporation came in and bought all of their holdings and started mining and vanadium and milling vanadium. And then the Manhattan Project came along. And for 2 years, they built 2 mills and they processed all of the tailings and got the uranium out of the vanadium and radium tailings and processed that in those mills. Uravan was a big part of the Cold War. Some pretty big deal, big things came out of Uravan, and I just don't think that should be forgotten, even though the town is gone. The Army was stationed in Uravan during that time, and there were armed guards at each end of town, and they would black out their lights at night for fear that the Japanese were going to come and bomb Uravan. They had such a fear that they lived under all the time during that time. And yet they had a good life. They lived in 2 tents. One had the kitchen and the other had the bedrooms. And I still have her tent stove that she cooked on. They were in elementary school probably maybe 5 years later before they were able to get a house. And when they got a house in F Block, you shared an outhouse. 2 houses shared an outhouse, and 2 houses shared a water spigot. So you had to haul all your water. No indoor plumbing at all. And they had a generator that they turned on in the evening. And at 9 o'clock, somebody came from the mill and turned it off. So at 9 o'clock, you went to bed, whether you wanted to or not, or you used a lamp. And they lived there in a 1-bedroom house. We grew up on, our food was raised in the garden in Uravan. And that peach tree
was the best.
Those peaches had to be 5 to 6 inches in diameter. And our mom would, at the beginning of the school year, that was what we got to have for breakfast. And she would peel those and slice them.
Wish I had a seed off of that tree.
Yeah.
We were outside all the time, riding bikes, and we were able to ride all over Uravan. There was no danger to us. I remember just good times and lots of memories.
To me, it was the most unique town ever. Yeah. You know, it was a town that was so good supporting. It took care of itself. You know, with the grocery store and the liquor store and the community center and the swimming pool, and it was just an awesome place to go hang out and chase the girls down there. And
cute girls might go down around F Block and check out the cat girls every once in a while from the Waz and Gabriel's house. It was quite a place. It was a big family town, seemed like to me. And although I wasn't raised there, I spent some time down there with friends and stuff.
I'm telling you, we were up there. We're pretty classy. Mm-hmm. But we never had to leave Uravan. Everything we wanted, they did movies. They had a movie projector. They brought movies in for us. I mean, we didn't have to leave Uravan for anything. Everything was there and provided by the company. Everything. They took very good care of us. We had tennis courts and we had a roller skating rink, which nobody had, but we did. Mm-hmm. We did.
7th grade, for the sports, one week, the girls would ride the bus down and practice in the Uravan gym.
But it's just sad to drive through there. I mean,
Yeah.
we learned to swim there. You know, we rode the bus to the pool, and Mom taught swimming lessons, and we learned from, to swim at Uravan.
Maybe somebody will remember what we talked about, and somebody will remember that there was a really nice town there, a really nice place to live. Things happened there that affected world history, national history, and it shouldn't be just swept under the rug and forgotten just because it's not there anymore.
It was home for so many people. You know, we've got that, well, I think we got it from the Rim Records, the bumper sticker that says, I love Uravan. And it's amazing how many times we'll be in Grand Junction or something, and you'll hear somebody from across the parking lot holler, and they'll come over. You didn't even know them.
Yeah.
I used to work in Uravan.
Yeah.
And talk about how much they loved it. They were only there for 2 or 3 years, but they loved it, you know.